This game is also technically the first speaking role that Sonic's ever had. The first time that Sonic actually speaks. He only says 2 things, though. He only says yes and I'm out of here. And he says I'm out of here if you don't do a damn thing for 3 minutes straight. If you don't do a damn thing for 3 minutes straight, he jumps off the screen and kills himself, regardless of how many lives he has. The game ends. It is fucking over. And wow, that was kind of cheap. So I'm going to go to the good future in this and get fucking owned, apparently. I'm going to get owned. I don't really like the invincibility theme for this either. I really like the American invincibility theme either. And that's something too, is the American soundtrack is more kind of like industrial rocky kind of thing, something like that. It really is sort of like this industrial rock, most of it, and I like it for that, and it fits a lot of levels much better. Like, I think Metallic Madness is much better in the American soundtrack than the Japanese one, but I also think Stardust Speedway is a lot better in the Japanese soundtrack than the American one, and it goes back and forth like that. So unfortunately, while I won't be doing the American soundtrack in this, I do hope you pick up the game yourself to be able to hear how really good that soundtrack is also. So this is the bad future. As you can see, the music is more, you know, like hardcore. Everything's like all dark and like polluted and evil and shit like that. Yes! And then, you know, it's really neat like that. And so, I think this, wow, what the fuck am I doing? I also think this is the only time that Sonic spoke for the next, like, 8 years after this that was not Jaleel White? I don't know how to pronounce his name. That's pretty sad. Jaleel White, a.k.a., let's say this, Urkel. Let's just say fucking Urkel. Okay, there you go. It wasn't Urkel's voice. Something interesting, actually. One of my old friends, actually, his sister dated Urkel when he was an adult. So, I don't know how that came to be, but apparently this is true. He apparently, or she apparently dated Urkel. So, my friend's sister dated Urkel. Sorry, yeah. So, gonna jump. And the backgrounds in this are just really crazy. Unfortunately, I would show you some of the really freaky kind of like hidden content they have in this game. But unlike the Sega CD version, you actually have to unlock it first, I believe. You can't just like go in and just type in the code. But there are some pretty weird Easter eggs they put in this game. Like a photo of a Sonic that looked like Batman and shit like that. And what else was there was really crazy? Oh yeah, a photo of Metal Sonic, Tails, Eggman, and Metal Sonic being DJs. There is also a picture of Tails saying "see you next game" because both games were in development at the same time. And there was also, what was some of the other weird ones on there? I know I'm forgetting some. Oh yeah, there was this one that looked like a picture of an old Sonic, and it really freaked me out as a kid because I was like, what the fuck does this mean? And apparently it was just like some sort of thing towards like Yuji Naka or something like that, if I remember right. So it's like, it wasn't really anything really that like weird. I like to use the fans if I can, because it lets me kind of fly over the thing and have a better chance like hitting shit. But I may not get to do it here. The red ones give you extra time if you can hit them. Yes! And so that's always useful. Oh, fuck me. I'm gonna get blown. Oh my god. So they come out indefinitely whenever you get low on time, which is pretty nice. I can't remember if they actually did that in the original console version, because something tells me they didn't. Yeah! Alright. We're off to a good roll already. I already got 2 time stones and the first world's not even done. First round, first zone, first level, first fucking dick. Now, if you got good future on the first 2 levels of the round, the final round, jeez, this is so confusing. The final zone of the round will be in the good future. However, if you miss it in even one of them, it will be the bad future. So, it doesn't really have any impact on anything. As long as you get all the time stones, you'll still get the good ending. But it's, again, interesting because even the robot designs for Robotnik's stuff he throws out at you will differ depending on whether it's a good future or bad future. So it's really pretty interesting. It's worth it to try and get the different good futures and bad futures and check it out. This is almost a game I don't want to commentate because I just want to let you guys hear the music and just kind of get into it. But, you know, it's like I'm going to leave that up for you guys to be able to actually play the game yourself and get that. Now, one of the criticisms about Sonic CD, which I do agree with, is that the bosses are stupid fucking easy. Like, you basically have to suck at Sonic games to, like, die on these bosses, like, repeatedly. I mean, they are ridiculously easy. Especially the final boss, which is stupidly easy, too. They actually have made him harder in this version of the game on purpose because they know how damn easy he is. Also, the boss theme in the American version is infinitely more creepy and foreboding and, like, evil than the Japanese one. The American one sounds like something out of, like, Nine Inch Nails. And the Japanese one that was playing right there pretty much sounds like a workout song. Yeah. So, don't really know about that one. That's kind of odd.